A good hunting knife doesn't need to cost hundreds of dollars, but finding the right one under $100 isn't as simple as picking the blade with the best looking specs. In this ranking, we're looking at 7 fixed blade hunting knives that offer different combinations of steel, blade shape, grip, durability, edge performance, and field practicality. The goal isn't to find the biggest knife or the one with the longest list of features. It's to find the blades that actually make sense when you're carrying them in the field. We're counting down from number 7 to number 1, but only 3 knives truly stand out as the best buys. Number 7, Buck 119 Special. The classic hunting knife. The Buck 119 Special starts our list at number 7, and putting such a famous hunting knife this low might seem surprising. But this ranking isn't about reputation alone. It's about what you get for your money in a modern hunting environment. The 119 has been around for generations, and its traditional clip-point profile is instantly recognizable. The blade is around 6 inches long, giving you plenty of cutting surface for field dressing and general hunting chores. Buck's 420HC stainless steel is one of the knife's biggest advantages because it offers a useful combination of toughness, corrosion resistance, and easy maintenance. That's especially valuable for hunters who may encounter rain, blood, moisture, or changing temperatures during a trip. The hollow ground blade also makes the 119 an efficient slicer. For skinning and controlled cutting, that geometry makes a lot of sense. The handle is another reason the knife has remained popular for so long. Its classic shape provides a secure grip and gives the knife a distinctive feel that many traditional hunters appreciate. But there are compromises. The 119's large blade isn't necessarily the most convenient choice for detailed field work, and its traditional design doesn't offer the same level of modularity or modern ergonomics found on some newer fixed blades. It can also feel larger than necessary if your hunting style involve a lot of precise cutting rather than broad slicing. That's why it lands at number 7. The Buck 119 isn't a bad hunting knife. In fact, for someone who values tradition, proven design, and straightforward cutting performance, it remains a compelling option. But under a strict $100 comparison, we're looking for knives that offer an especially strong combination of modern practicality and field performance. The 119 earns its place because it has a proven hunting pedigree, but it doesn't quite deliver enough versatility to challenge the knives higher on this list. If you want a classic American hunting knife with a long history, the 119 deserves consideration. If you're looking for the most capable all-around fixed blade under $100, however, there are stronger options ahead. Number 6, Morakniv Kansbol, the lightweight field specialist. At number 6 is the Morakniv Kansbol, and this knife takes almost the opposite approach from the Buck 119. Instead of giving you a large, traditional hunting blade, the Kansbol focuses on keeping weight low while maintaining useful cutting performance. Its blade is around 4.3 inches long, which makes it compact enough to carry comfortably while still providing enough working length for many hunting and outdoor tasks. One of the most interesting features is its hybrid blade geometry. The Kansbol combines a Scandi-style section near the handle with a thinner cutting section toward the tip, creating a knife that can handle both controlled wood work and efficient slicing. That versatility is particularly useful for hunters who don't want to carry a dedicated knife for every individual task. The stainless steel blade also reduces maintenance concerns in wet environments. If you're hunting in rain or dealing with moisture throughout the day, having a stainless blade can make life considerably easier. The handle is lightweight and provides good control, while the overall design keeps the knife from becoming a burden on a long hike. That's a major advantage. A hunting knife isn't useful if it spends most of the trip sitting in your pack because it's too heavy or bulky to carry comfortably. But the Kansbol does have a limitation. It isn't designed to be a heavy-duty chopping or extreme abuse knife. Its strengths are cutting efficiency, portability, and versatility. If you try to turn it into a substitute for a much thicker survival knife, you're missing the point of the design. For field dressing, food preparation, light camp work, and general hunting tasks, however, the Kansbol is extremely practical. It reaches number 6 because it offers excellent functionality without demanding much space or weight. The reason it doesn't make the top 3 is that the competition becomes more specialized as we move upward. Some knives provide stronger construction, while others offer better ergonomics or a more dedicated hunting profile. Still, the Kansbol is an excellent reminder that a good hunting knife doesn't have to be massive. Sometimes the smartest blade is the one that gives you exactly what you need while staying out of your way for the rest of the trip. Number 5, Gerber StrongArm, the rugged outdoor option. Coming in at number 5 is the Gerber StrongArm, a knife better known for its tactical and general-purpose reputation, but still highly relevant for hunters who want a rugged fixed blade that can handle more than field dressing. Its blade is around 4.8 inches long and uses 420HC stainless steel, giving it a useful combination of corrosion resistance and practical durability. That makes the StrongArm particularly interesting for hunters who spend time in unpredictable weather or don't want to constantly worry about protecting a carbon steel blade. The handle is one of the strongest parts of the design. Its rubberized texture gives you a secure grip even when your hands are wet, cold, or dirty. That's important because control matters just as much as sharpness when you're performing precise field work. The full tang construction also gives the knife a solid foundation, allowing it to handle general outdoor tasks beyond hunting. You can use it for cutting cordage, preparing camp materials, processing smaller pieces of wood, and handling emergency chores without worrying that you brought a delicate knife into the field. The trade-off is blade geometry. The StrongArm isn't specifically optimized around skinning or fine field dressing in the same way some dedicated hunting knives are. Its design is more of an all-rounder, which means it gives up some specialization in exchange for versatility. That could be a good thing if your hunting trips involve camping, hiking, and general wilderness work. But if your only priority is field dressing game, a more purpose-built hunting blade may be a better choice. Another advantage is the sheath system, which gives you flexible carry options and makes the knife easy to integrate into a larger gear setup. The StrongArm lands at number 5 because it's difficult to criticize as an all-purpose outdoor knife, but it's also difficult to call it the most refined hunting knife in this group. It's rugged, dependable, and practical, but the knives above it begin to offer a better balance between hunting-specific performance and everyday field utility. If you want one fixed blade that can accompany you on a hunting trip and still be useful around camp, the StrongArm is worth considering. It simply doesn't specialize enough to break into the top 3. Number 4, Cold Steel SRK, the heavy-duty hunting companion. At number 4 is the Cold Steel SRK, and this is where the list starts getting serious. The SRK was originally designed as a survival and rescue knife, but its combination of blade length, toughness, grip security, and practical geometry makes it an interesting option for hunters who want a knife capable of handling much more than field dressing. The blade is around 6 inches long, giving it significantly more reach than compact knives like the Kansbol. Depending on the version, the SRK has been produced using different steels, including SK5, giving users a range of options depending on the model. One of the first things you notice is the handle. The Cray X grip provides excellent traction, which becomes valuable when your hands are wet or conditions become messy. Hunting can involve blood, moisture, cold temperatures, and long periods of work, so a handle that stays secure is not just a comfort feature. It directly affects control. The SRK's blade shape also gives it useful versatility. There's enough belly for controlled cutting, while the overall blade remains strong enough for tougher camp tasks. That's where the SRK separates itself from many dedicated hunting knives. It can handle field chores and still serve as a serious outdoor tool after the hunting work is finished. But there's a downside. It's bigger and heavier than many hunters actually need. If you're primarily field dressing smaller game, carrying a 6-inch survival-style blade may feel excessive. The thicker construction also sacrifices some slicing efficiency compared with thinner hunting knives designed specifically for skinning. So why does it make number 4? Because this ranking isn't only about how well a knife performs one hunting task. It's about overall value under $100. The SRK gives you a lot of capability for the money, particularly if your hunting trips also involve camping, hiking, or wilderness travel. It feels like a knife you can rely on when plans change and the environment gets rough. It misses the top 3 because the remaining knives provide a more refined balance between hunting performance, portability, and field usability. Still, if your ideal hunting knife is something that can handle the animal, the campsite, and unexpected hard work without hesitation, the SRK deserves a serious look. Number 3. ESCE4, the hard-use all-rounder. Number 3 goes to the ESCE4, and this is the first knife on the list that I would confidently put into the actually worth buying category for a wide range of hunters. The ESCE4 uses a roughly 4.5-inch 1095 carbon steel blade and full tang construction, giving it a combination of toughness and manageable size that's hard to beat. It isn't oversized, and that's one of its biggest advantages. A hunting knife needs enough blade to do the work without becoming awkward during precise cutting. The ESCE4 sits comfortably in that middle ground. Its blade is capable of handling field dressing, cutting cordage, preparing food, and general camp work, while the compact profile keeps it easy to control. The 1095 steel is also relatively easy to sharpen, which can be valuable during extended trips. If an edge becomes damaged or dull, you're not dependent on an elaborate sharpening system. The trade-off is corrosion resistance. 1095 carbon steel needs more care than stainless alternatives, particularly when exposed to moisture. But for hunters who are willing to wipe down and maintain their knife properly, that isn't a major obstacle. The full tang design adds confidence, and the handle provides a secure grip during both delicate and heavier work. Another important factor is EC's reputation for standing behind its knives, which adds value beyond the blade itself. What makes the ESCE4 especially strong in this ranking is versatility. It isn't limited to hunting. You can carry it on a hunting trip and use it around camp, on the trail, or during general wilderness tasks. That makes it easier to justify as an everyday outdoor tool. It reaches number 3 because it gives you a very strong combination of durability, control, and practical field performance without becoming overly large. It isn't the perfect knife for every hunter. Someone focused purely on skinning may prefer a thinner blade, while someone who wants maximum corrosion resistance may choose stainless steel. But as a rugged fixed blade that can handle a wide range of jobs, the ESCE4 is extremely difficult to overlook. This is one of the 3 knives on the list that genuinely earns the worth buying label. Number 2, Buck 102 Woodsman, the dedicated hunter. At number 2 is the Buck 102 Woodsman, and this is where the ranking shifts from general-purpose fixed blades to a knife specifically designed around hunting. The 102 has a much more compact profile than the Buck 119, with a blade around 4 inches long. That smaller size makes a huge difference when precision matters. Instead of carrying extra steel you may never use, you're getting a knife that feels natural during controlled cutting and field dressing. The clip-point blade gives you a useful combination of a fine tip and effective belly, making it suitable for detailed work where control is more important than brute force. Buck's 420HC stainless steel also gives the Woodsman a practical advantage in the field. Hunters don't always have the time or equipment to constantly maintain a carbon steel blade, so corrosion resistance can be a major benefit. Blood, moisture, rain, and humidity are simply part of the environment. The handle is compact but designed to provide secure control, and the knife's lightweight profile makes it comfortable to carry throughout a long hunting day. This is one of the biggest reasons it beats the larger knives in the ranking. Hunting doesn't reward unnecessary weight. It rewards a blade that feels predictable and precise when you're doing the job that matters. The Woodsman is also easier to maneuver in tight areas than a 6-inch survival knife. That's important when you're working around an animal and need controlled movements rather than raw power. The knife isn't designed for heavy chopping or survival abuse, and that's perfectly fine. A dedicated hunting knife doesn't need to replace an axe. Its job is to perform hunting tasks efficiently and reliably. That's exactly what the Buck 102 does. It reaches number 2 because it focuses on its purpose instead of trying to be everything at once. The only reason it doesn't take number one is that one knife offers an even more impressive combination of hunting-specific performance, compact handling, and value. But if you want a traditional, lightweight, stainless fixed blade built primarily for hunting, the Buck 102 Woodsman is one of the strongest choices under $100. Number 1. Morakniv Companion, the budget champion. Taking number 1 is the Morakniv Companion. And this might be the most controversial pick on the list because it's also one of the least expensive knives here. But that's exactly why it deserves attention. The Companion proves that price doesn't automatically determine performance. Its compact blade, lightweight construction, excellent Scandinavian cutting geometry, and stainless steel option make it an extremely practical outdoor knife. The blade is around 4.1 inches long, which is right in the sweet spot for many hunting and camp tasks. It's small enough to control precisely, but large enough to handle general field work. The Scandi grind is particularly effective for controlled cutting, and the stainless version gives hunters a significant advantage in wet environments. When you're dealing with moisture, blood, rain, and changing weather, corrosion resistance is valuable because it reduces maintenance demands. The handle is another major reason this knife performs so well. Its ergonomic shape and textured surface provide a surprisingly secure grip for such an affordable knife. That matters during repetitive work because a comfortable handle can make a noticeable difference after hours in the field. The Companion isn't a heavy-duty survival knife, and that's important to understand. You shouldn't treat it like a pry bar or expect it to replace a large chopping tool. Its strength comes from doing ordinary cutting tasks extremely well. Field dressing, food preparation, cordage, carving, and general camp work are exactly where this knife makes sense. And because it's so lightweight and inexpensive, carrying it as a dedicated hunting or backup blade doesn't feel like a burden. That's what ultimately puts it at number 1. The Companion doesn't win by being the strongest knife here. It wins by offering an incredible amount of useful performance for very little money. If your goal is to find a fixed blade under $100 that provides the best combination of cutting ability, portability, corrosion resistance, comfort, and value, it's extremely difficult to ignore. The ESE 4 is tougher, and the Buck 102 is more traditionally hunting-focused, but the Companion gives you an exceptional everyday field tool at a fraction of the price. That's exactly what a budget winner should do. It doesn't need to look expensive. It just needs to work. So, which knives are actually worth your money? The Morakniv Companion, Buck 102 Woodsman, and ESE for the 3 that stand out for very different reasons. One focuses on unbeatable value, one specializes in hunting, and one brings serious hard-use durability to the field. The biggest lesson is simple. Don't judge a hunting knife by price alone. Look at the blade geometry, steel, grip, size, maintenance requirements, and the jobs you'll actually perform. A $200 knife isn't automatically better than a $50 knife. Which one would you carry on your next hunt? Drop your pick in the comments, and I'll see you in the next ranking.